Welcome to the session. I'm Iwan. Katie's with me today from the team as well. And we'll also be going to be hearing from Gweni and Joe. So welcome to everybody else. Great to see you all. If you need anything during the session today, just let us know. Give us a message through the chat. So just quick background. We're here because about a year ago, we had an online session talking about the Dyffryn Dyfodol project in its entirety. And we were asking what people wanted to know more about. And evaluation was one of the things that came out. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And the sad thing, this is our final online session for now. We will be doing more in future, but we've had monthly ones now for 3 months, so they're coming to an end today. So during today's session, we're going to be exploring how the Dyffryn Dyfodol project has developed and how do you reflect on it and evaluate things, and how we did an open call for creative people to review the work that we've been doing. And this has also, by not being influenced by too many targets or outputs that were set for us. So we'll be talking about what we've been doing. We might have breakouts, and then we'll have a chance for a chat afterwards as well. And we hope to finish promptly at 1 o'clock, if not before. And if you want, and you don't have to, if you want to introduce yourselves in the chat and say who you are, what you do, where you are, then just for us to have a feeling of who's here. Because I don't really have a chance to see everyone who's here as I'm speaking. So I love looking at the chat and thinking, oh, so-and-so was here, great. So please share who you are and what you're doing on the chat.
Iwan, just ga'i deud rhywbeth. I just want to just let the other people know who have just joined a little bit later. We do have simultaneous translation. So if you need translation from Welsh to English, please find the globe at the bottom of your screen and click on English button.
Thank you. Should be able to hear me on the English. So just an overview of the Dyffryn Dyfodol project. It's a development research project that was funded by the Arts Council of Wales through the Connect and Flourish stream. It was for 2 years originally, extended to 3. And it's also a partnership with Cartrefi Conwy and Natural Resources Wales. And we've been looking at different ways of working with the partners and also with communities and creative people in the catchment area of the Conwy River. And then examples of things we've done. We've held a bike cinema in 3 communities. We gave people £200 for ideas. We've got a regular crafts group taking place regularly now in Llanrwst Library, discussion groups for parents and carers of young people who are on the spectrum. Also, a call to work with community creative people. Had a big festival in Dolgarrog last year. There's a community gallery. Lots of stuff has taken place, and we'll give you links to websites and videos. And if you've got any questions or comments during the session, pop them in the chat and we'll come back to them. We've been keeping the questions that have come in the previous sessions. We're still working through them and we'll share the responses with you. So they won't be forgotten. So we thought that to begin with the session, because there's an election coming up, we can ride on this election feeling and get some opening statements like they do. And the challenge or the question is, what does evaluating and reflecting mean for us? So the four of us are going to try and share our version of what evaluation means to us, just to kick off the session. So Gweni, what is evaluation for you? Thank you. Evaluation and reflection, for me, are a process of considering a lot of different elements that go into work, maybe a project or a piece of artwork or experience, and considering the elements from many different perspectives.
Some people might say like of value, might be something I haven't even thought of yet or discovered. And yeah, every project or thing seems to have its own kind of set of values. Sometimes those values are set by outside forces, sometimes they're more fluid, sometimes they're really personal. There's not really a universal meaning of value to me, which makes evaluation this kind of wide-reaching process, I guess. And this often means needing to kind of reflect on something more than once. So it's like this ongoing process of looking at something lots of different times. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Wy, diolch, opening statement da. Joe, ti isio wneud mewn?
Yeah, grand. I think it was always, right at the beginning, it was always what isn't working. That's what I wanted to know. I could see what is working quite clear. I wanted to know what wasn't working, which bits weren't reaching people, whatever. Now, you know, in my dotage, I realised actually acknowledging what is working is also really important. People also really want to know that. We need to hear that. We need to hear those voices clear in our heads to keep us going as much as anything else. But also because that's, you know, funders and future people you're working with might need to hear a bit of how you affect, how you reach with your work. But it's also, you know, like problem solving, research, you know, when you're really trying to grasp a thing. And fundamentally, I guess it all comes down to why, Pam, why are you doing the work? You've got to be really clear on that so you know how do you know if it's worked if you don't know why you're doing it. And it sounds really, really obvious, the amount of projects I've been involved with where really that's not clear, really, truthfully clear. Yeah, and to hear people's voices as well, because it's sometimes right at the very end, I get a little voice through from somebody who hasn't spoken or hasn't rated, and I get this little, because I do my evaluation in like all kinds of forms, you know, video, written, whatever, and I get a little voice through, a little message that I hadn't heard, that I hadn't realised how significant it was, you know, that I hadn't clocked something in somebody's experience. And obviously, you know, hearing the voices is going to be what we're about as well. Yeah.
So Dwayne dod o cefndir scientific.
Well, I
actually.
come from a scientific background.
So traditionally, you know, my idea of what an evaluation is very much like you're assessing something, you're analysing data, you're deciding whether it's kind of worth whatever it is, or if it's successful, or if it's effectiveness, etc. And then, you know, the process being you're then kind of collating that data and then analysing it for, you know, for kind of information to make your conclusions, and then you write a report. And so that's the kind of traditional format that I've been accustomed to, but having worked in the creative sector for many years now, it's sort of very refreshing to now kind of look at things in a slightly different way and thinking about creative reflection and using some of those tools to have some little bit of kind of questioning in a more of a structured format or kind of a data thing to a degree, but also to be very, you know, to allow freedom for being descriptive and to be analytical at the same time, and to be kind of creative with it. And that was how I reflect on this kind of journey that we've been on with Dyffryn Dyfodol. And it's sort of certainly about not doing formal evaluation, but also thinking about who are we trying to do what for? What are we trying to, you know, who is it that we're trying to, who are our stakeholders? And I hate using that word. I'm stuck with it. I've used it again. But who are the people that we want to share stuff with? And obviously the funders are really important, but so are all the people that we've worked with, and that you know, from the people that have been employed through the project and the people in the communities who we've worked with. So it's been a really different way of doing things. I'm going to throw it to you, Iwan, now, because you will have a bit to say too.
Yeah, wel dwi wedi bod yn, dros y tair mlynedd dwytha...
Well, over the last 3 years, I've been thinking about even the value of evaluation and trying to look into where the word comes from. Gwerth is sort of valuation, and gwerth, value. It's something that you can't take out of evaluation. To me, it's to do with what's important. What are the important things? And that's what value means, because they say that values are a great influence on people's behavior. It could be the same for projects as well. I think it's something personal too. So being kind and open and curious, wanting to learn are important for me as part of my values. And then I thought, what did we say at the beginning of the project? So as the 3 partners developed ways of working, we looked at some of their values, and perhaps you wouldn't call them values as such, but such as taking risks and being brave, sharing power, being open and trustful, and then outcomes not limited by targets. So then I thought, are my values part of my personality? So does Dyffryn Dyfodol itself create personality? But that's the type of thing I was thinking about, and how those values influence how Dyffryn Dyfodol operates. So does evaluation mean some kind of checking back on what you've done, either personally or as a project, learning from things? Did we behave in a way that tied in with the values that we stated or thought about? So it's interesting the different ideas there are about evaluation, because one of the things I was going to do at the beginning was to share some quotes from people, but it feels so personal. I don't know. Anything else you want to add, Katie, Joe, or Gweni? We'll open the discussion up later on, but not now, because before we hear from you then. Gweni has disappeared. Anything you want to add, Katie and Joe?
I guess it's all about definition, and definition means different things to different people, and so it's for me just having the opportunity to really think about what it is that we want to evaluate and how we do that has been really really interesting kind of mentally to think it through and hold those kind of conversations and those internal discussions. Sorry, there's some background noise. So yeah, it's the kind of it's having an opportunity to kind of carry on with the process, and when you evaluate something, it doesn't just finish there, I think, for me, and that's what's quite important. There's always things, just because a report is completed doesn't mean there's not more reflecting and analysing that can be done. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing that I find that is left off a lot of projects that I wish they wouldn't is the debrief, the really serious debrief, which is kind of almost before the evaluation, it's part of the evaluation, that you're coming out of your session and you really need to seriously chat on it. You really need to seriously think about it before you even start writing things down and finding ways. Yeah. Every time I find that missed off, I find that we're missing a huge trick. And then we come to evaluation, or we haven't put that grounding in place in first, where it helps out with our memories, obviously, but it also really helps us problem solve any of the problems that there might be, and also the ongoing evaluation that I like to do. So with whatever group I'm working with, it's a lot about decision making, a lot about collective decision making. So I need to know how people are and how people are feeling, and we need to do that in a very instant way. For me, that's visual, because I'm dyslexic, so I'm needing to know, right, is everyone digging this? Does everyone want to do this? We need to do something really quick, and that's ongoing, and finding those ongoing ways that work with different groups is like, when I'm working with a new group, once I find that way that they can and like to evaluate, boom, I found that, right, okay, we can really go somewhere now.
Brilliant. Grêt, diolch am y kind of opening statements na. I gael ni ddechrau.
Well, thank you for those opening statements to get us to start thinking about things. So just to give you a bit more background about where we've got to with Dyffryn Dyfodol. Kate will see where Gweni's gone to. And then we can go to breakout rooms. So the first challenge for me, we had decided fairly early on to move outcomes and results to one side so that they could just come up as part of the work. We couldn't use more traditional methods with targets and so on and data. I've worked before with really boring tables, to put it kindly, that don't make you feel excited about completing table. But we were lucky that we could not do that. But just to make it clear as well, as part of our bid, there were targets. So our way of working was to protect the activity and the creative people from having to worry about them, because we knew that the project would be achieved, and it has been done. So we had to be quite brave at the beginning, not to work in the usual manner of keeping those targets going and set them on the creative people, because it's something, part of my background, having to reach so many people or doing things in a certain way. It's just some nagging voice in my head telling me to do things. And sometimes it feels like it's distracting from the actual work. So we were lucky that we could do something about that. And then we wanted to work in a different way. And one of the things we wanted to do was to explore if we could have somebody to come on the journey with us from an arts background that understood the project for the 2 years, which became 3 years. And there were challenges with that because we didn't know what activity we would be doing and how or where or with who. How do you give somebody a brief without knowing these things? It's difficult. So we had a chat with Gweni to begin with, and we knew her anyway. So I don't know how we would have given her a brief anyway. Then after that, we just gathered everything on every stage of the journey. I've got boxes of stuff that we've written on during sessions with our partners for 7 months. I've got audio recordings of all the meetings when we didn't actually forget to push record or the battery ran out. So we're human. We can't do everything perfectly. But we did a lot of videos as well, or took photos. And that's great, and that's easy, really, just pushing the record button or taking a photo, etc., putting things on the flip charts. Really easy. The challenge then is how do we share those things and turn that data, if you like, into information that's useful for people. And we're still discussing how to do that. I'm still not sure what the answer is, but that's okay, because there's not one right answer. We're still exploring that. And this session today is part of that sharing. And they're being recorded, which means that they're available. But also we've been experimenting with using AI, where they've just transcribed recordings of our meetings, and then they provide a summary. And that's been an interesting experiment. There were 31 partners meetings, and they've been summarized, meetings that took maybe 3 or 4 hours into 100 words. And looking through them, it gives you a really good overview without doing those summaries. Really useful. And I'm now experimenting with asking different questions to AI to analyze. What did we agree on? What did we disagree on, etc. Asking questions in different ways means that you get different types of answers. But that process is quite fascinating, really. And it's an easy way of getting stuff transcribed, but it doesn't like transcribing Welsh. That's the only problem. So technology needs to keep up. I know Bangor University are working on this. So looking forward to seeing AI being more available in Welsh in future. So the other thing we did, after all that recording and trying to share things, we've just started Instagram Dyffryn Dyfodol, quite late, but just drip feeding some information about what we've been doing. There will be a website which will be launched in the next few months. I've got loads of stuff to share. And one thing I'm interested in is how do we give a taste of what we've done, but also for people, if they want, to go into things more deeply and get those details. And that's one of the things I wanted to experiment with, reviewing the project. So rather than bring somebody in to evaluate the project, because they would have to be perfect. They all come from different backgrounds. How do you get the right one? Do you go out to tender or invite people? I still don't know, really. I don't think there's a definite way of doing that. So we wanted to try out different ways. We worked with Llwyd to, she was given access to all our stuff. And most of it is kept on Google Drive. So she had access to all the stuff, and we asked her to do some kind of honest review with us. And that was really interesting. She enjoyed the process. She then helped us to go out to different, bigger group of people to review with us. And we wanted to find 4 other creative people. But after being in touch with loads of people, we got 9 people, 6 of them doing a review of the project in its entirety, and 3 looking at a particular strand of the project. So we're really, really pleased of that work and being able to do things in a different way and no boundaries as to what was coming back to us. Had several conversations with lots of people. And we said, it's up to you. So now I'm going to pass over to Joe and Gweni, who will share with us, as project reviewers, what they did. And then you can have a better taste of how that process worked. Joe first then.
Hello, doing Joe. Or Joe doing Pepedlaig.
So Joe said that she's a puppeteer and a storyteller and a sculptor.
A few strings to my bow. But really, whatever the creative thing I might be doing, what I really see myself as is a tour guide to collective creative exploration. And I've been doing that for a few years now. Roedd yn ffodus iawn yn waidio.
I was very lucky to work with our excellent people.
25 years ago, I trained with Tony G and trained and worked. And, you know, we don't have enough of these positions anymore. And I really think we need to think about that. But I trained and worked with Tony G and the Movable Feast. So this was a man who was writing PhDs and books about what is workshop, and Movable Feast was a company really pushing the bounds of what is workshop 25 years ago. Nessa? So yeah, in all of that, in all of my training, it was the planning. The planning was considered, you know, this is where it's at, which didn't mean it wasn't. It was the prep, the constant reflection, the debriefing, like I was saying, and the evaluation. It's all kind of like one thing that is very hard to separate out, because basically it's all about the fundamental why. Like I was saying, the PAM, what are you doing it for? Yeah, no, I was just going to say next. So you were still ahead. Yeah, so I'm dyslexic. So I really like my information to come in visually. Dwi'n angen clew a pattern. But also, yeah, because I'm very good at patterns and all of this, I'm very good at numbers. And actually, I do want to get that qualitative data, but I find it easier to do it artistically. I can see it immediately. When I look at this, I know exactly what it's saying. But I won't go into it yet. And when I get to the qualitative, when I want to get to the conversation, I'm already one step ahead. You give people Muppet-style puppets, you know, flip-top head Muppet-style talking puppets. They will tell you things they didn't even know themselves. So, yeah. Nessa? So what attracted me to the Dyffryn Dyfodol was the openness of the, you know, have a look at our archive. And so I didn't know what I was going to do. Do you know, as I say, I got loads of strings to my bow. So darllenais a gwyllio a ganfod archivia.
So I read and watched and discovered stuff.
It just came very naturally that I got my scissors out. Because there was phrases that I really wanted to capture. And I've done this a lot, you know. The other thing was a creative response I'd done to an archaeological dig. And I use collage a lot. I find it's really, really, you know, especially if you've got a little amount of time, it's a really quick and easy way for people to cut up and add. I just think it's a really good good tool. Yeah, and doing I definitely are in for Gwaith Day.
And I use this in my workshops. So there's your scissors, and you can see the pattern.
Notice where the words start to jump out and what I'm paying attention to. And in all my investigation, I found that, unsurprisingly, knowing a bit about Dyffryn Dyfodol, knowing the quality of the creatives involved, that there was a whole bundle of amazing activities. The thing, there was a whole bundle of them. But I found myself looking right back at the beginning pages that were sent out, which were basically the statements of intent, the core principles. And I do think we don't pay enough attention to these. We hear a lot of them, and a lot of them are glib and not thought through. But what struck me here is that wasn't the case, and because that wasn't the case, I really wanted to look into it. I find as a dyslexic reader, people who skim right, I can't read, but people who have paid the attention to the words, that's where I can actually get involved with the words. So here I am. So I've made this Constantina book, and basically I'm looking at those core principles. I'm breaking the words up, you know, working bilingually. You know, it's really good because it forces me to get down into those words and what do they really mean in either language, and really like kind of break it all down and break down the concepts that were coming up with, the multiple meanings that were unfolding. That's why the unfolding, I wanted it to unfold top and bottom as well. That was me getting a bit carried away, because that's the way it felt like. You have core principles, and unfolding from there came the actions. But I think that's quite clear. People can see that. And mind darganfod ystyr.
And then discovering meaning.
Looking down at these, at what the core principles are. And I guess I wanted it to be celebratory, as in, I think this is really important to acknowledge this kind of thing, or maybe paying witness to these moments, like in where people have really concentrated. I find they're often not acknowledged. It's often the end result that everyone's looking at. And it's like these bits is what led to the end result being able to be. And other groups, companies, whatever, not concentrating on this beginning bit is why they're not getting the same results. Personally talking. But I didn't want it to be self-congratulatory. Okay, yeah, I didn't want it to be self-congratulatory, because there's a lot of that, didn't we do well in evaluation in our creative worlds. Yeah, skip. So these are just my reflections on what I found. The reflections I put, my own reflections I put on the tissue paper, overriding all these other words, and doing meddle mae'r hyn sy'n gwneud y
And I think What makes the project so interesting and so important is that I spent time and energy to get these ideas out and to have strong ideas.
This is really important for all of us to look at, because we all need to be putting that kind of energy and that kind of time into our basic core values for everything that we're doing, because then that sets us up with a foundation that if we want to evaluate, we know exactly what we're evaluating because we know exactly what we're wanting to do. Boom.
Diolch, Joe, a dwi ddigon lwcus i gael y llyfr.
Thank you, Joe, and I'm lucky enough to have the book here, and it's a pleasure to get it in my hands. And what you've seen on the screen doesn't really do justice to the work. It's great to see it in your hands and looking at everything you did. So thank you for sharing that. We'll go on to Gweni then.
Iwan, sorry, o'n i'n cael internet really drwg cyn.
Sorry about the internet problems I've had before, so I've had to move a room. Hopefully I'll be okay here. Well, I'm Gweni. I'm an artist. And I also teach and run workshops. And sometimes I do different jobs. I've worked on some evaluation projects. I come from Dyffryn Dyfodol originally, but I live in Cardiff at the moment. And I was lucky enough to be one of the project reviewers for Dyffryn Dyfodol.
So in my art practice, I usually work a lot with video, experimental film, installation. I do a lot of drawing. A fel Joe, dwi'n ffindio collage.
And like Joe, I found that collage,
kind of processes or
it really helps with my thought processes. And before I start talking about the work I created for the project, let's look at a short clip of a work that I created as part of the review. You can see the full version of this work after today. It's on the Fusar website, and we'll give you the link. So I prepared a short excerpt for us today.
So Katie has kindly put a link in the chat to the excerpt of the video. So if we can all spend a minute to experience that, I'll go on then. I guess, Iwan and Katie, I might just time a minute on my phone. Just to make sure, yeah, I don't give people too much time or too little time. So yeah, have some time to do that now. Okay, so hopefully you were all able to at least get a little bit of a flavour of the creative response I made as a result of reviewing the Dyffryn Dyfodol project. So yeah, ges I lot o hwyl
So I had a lot of fun reviewing the project, the whole process of getting a deep dive through the Google Drive was liberating, energetic, and inspiring. It was a unique way and a new way for me of working on an evaluation project. I've worked on several evaluation things in the past with Iwan, but they were more formal stuff. As Katie said in the beginning, more scientific way of gathering data and then analysing it. So it was great to be able to combine creative skills with this idea of evaluation.
They didn't know what the outcomes could or should be, which made it really kind of liberating and safe for me to kind of run with ideas that came up while reviewing information. It didn't feel like there was pressure to make anything specific or to even know what we were doing. So yeah, I would say the most challenging and enjoyable thing about being part of the project was the not knowing what I was doing. And that it was fine to not know what I was doing. And I think, we're so often pressured and weighed down by kind of targets and outcomes and expectations that can really dampen a momentum or an energy. So having that freedom to really actively reflect through making something experimental in this context was really, really great. So yeah, the title of my creative response is Meddwl efo Afon, Thinking with a River, which is probably kind of the best place to start while talking about that work. I was really interested in how water shaped almost all of the Dyffryn Dyfodol project. So from the geographic spread of the project to some of the activities, some of the socially engaged artists who were working as part of the project were also using water as kind of inspiration. So kind of thinking about Llyn Conwy as that water source shaping the valley. And the video work I made was it was kind of a compilation of clips from the River Taff, which is in Cardiff. And I would spend a few hours on the computer kind of reading about Dyffryn Dyfodol's activity and then reflect on what I had discovered while walking along the Taff. And I found that idea of thinking with a river to be really powerful and relevant to the project. So thinking about water as being this really fluid thing, and that the word Dyffryn, even comes from the idea of ffordd y dŵr, the way of the water almost, or the road of the water. And I was thinking a lot about the murkiness that Dyffryn Dyfodol allowed as well. It was like, things don't have to be clear. Things don't have, that idea of opacity, the not knowing, the figuring out as you go. And the murky waters of the Taff that accompanied these walks really spoke to that for me. Things don't need to be crystal clear. You don't need to have all the answers for things to be effective or to make a difference. Although, the waters of the Taff are very different to the waters in Dyffryn Conwy, which are nice and crystal clear. And while reflecting on the project as well, I'd often kind of jot down some of the words or ideas that really resonated from the project documents or recordings. And I wanted to kind of weave them together into the piece. So, again, using collage like Joe was doing, making them a part of my response with my own writing and other quotes from other sources. And there was also something about this idea of reflection. I think that there's a quote from someone from NRW talking about Dyffryn Dyfodol as this mirror reflecting in on itself, not in a bad way, in a good way, like this idea of kind of making it like limitless space. And someone else was talking about this idea of rippling you know, the ripples of Dyffryn Dyfodol are what's really important. And I really wanted to capture that as part of the work. I wanted the visuals to be like a little bit real and a little bit imagined, which also kind of connected to some of the stuff Dyffryn Dyfodol was doing, like, I guess some of the more like kind of outlandish and experimental stuff, like, you know, using that cycling cinema as a catalyst to really bring people together and have conversations. It's like, you know, that seed thing, I guess. Yeah. And yeah, and the sound I used as part of the work was also something important to me. I was trying to kind of set the headspace I was in while reflecting on all this stuff. So hopefully when you get a chance to listen and watch the full video, experience the full video, you can do so with headphones, so that yeah, maybe you can get into this contemplative headspace as well. So yeah, mae'r darn llawn yn para tua 5 minutes.
So the whole piece is about 5 minutes. And the overall experience of working on the project was a very positive one. And being part of the crew for reviewers, great to see.
The scope of the different creative responses. Yeah, if you get a chance, definitely check them all out on the GWSED website. I'm like an advert now. But yeah, but that's me. Diolch am wrando. Yeah, nôl I chi, Kate, Iwan.
You're on mute.
Wel, swn i'n licio dweud diolch yn fawr, Gweni.
Well, I'd like to say thank you, Gweni.
Joe.
And Joe.
Rwan, da ni'n mynd I trafod mwy. So just, swn i'n just dechrau efo'r just a kind of brawddeg I dweud.
Discuss
Oes
more.
ddim ateb cywir neu
And just to start off by telling you there's no right or wrong
Da ni
answer.
wedi trafod beth ydy
We've been discussing what evaluation means.
Oh no. And reflections I ni
what they mean for us.
So
now it's your chance.
Da ni'n mynd mewn ystafell breakout rooms.
So we're going to go into breakout rooms.
And I would like to invite you to make some notes individually, because afterwards we'll have a chance to, well, you'll have the opportunity to share your thoughts through the chat. So the question is, what is evaluation and reflection for you? And what are their purposes? And also, what could it be? So I'll just repeat that. So what is evaluation and reflection for you? What are their purposes? And what could it be? And we will go into breakout rooms. And as I said before, just, you know, it's an opportunity to just like have a chat, and there's no right or wrong with it. So Iwan, are you able to do the breakout rooms, please?
Sorry, Shari, just do well, nes ti ddweud, yeah?
Na I rannu link I chdi.
Brill, diolch.
Croeso nôl pawb, welcome back everybody. Usually the breakout rooms aren't quite long enough, but it's a little tease. So we're now actually the way we've done it before, which we'd like to do again, which is to just give you all a couple of minutes to write down your individual sort of reflections if you want to share them. And as I said before, there's no right or wrong. And then all at the same time, we'll put our ideas in the chat feature. This is a way of meaning that everyone who wants to contribute in one go, and you're not influenced by other people's voices. And of course, yes, we can do that and then have a conversation. And after which, yeah, be time for some questions and answers too. So I'm just going to be silent again for another few minutes, just so you can put your individual thoughts down should you wish. And as I said, nothing, no right or wrong. It could be a half a thought. That's fine. So I'm just going to do another timer. Looks like people are still writing, so I'm just, if you've finished, maybe just give me the thumbs up and I'll just see. I'm gonna give a few more, I'll give a little bit of time to people to just reflect, and then we'll all put our thoughts down at the same time in the chat. Oh, it's all right, Rhiannon Dimot. Okay, so I'm going to, people have already started putting their ideas in. So if you are ready and you've been holding back, if you'd just like to put it all in, all at the same time, then they all come in one cascade, and then we'll look through them. I hope you had enough time to just write down a few ideas. And if you didn't, that's also fine. So now's the chance to just have a little read about what other people have thought. I'm going to just read a couple out because we know that there's going to be people watching this on record, so they won't be able to see the chat. So I will just read out some of the chat features, see how far we get in the time. And then we'll start a conversation and some more questions and answers if you'd like. So something useful for the future, way of learning, maybe a way to show how it may impact people and show change. Using the 3 H's as a structure: heart, head, and hand. Heart being personal and non-measurable. Head, the cold, hard facts, data. And hand, what actions come next. Okay, moved from Inspired to try and build more dynamic ideas for evaluation and reflection when bid writing and engaging with funding bodies. This is someone who's quite new in the fundraising world. For me, it's about reporting the real experiences and value that people get from a project in a more creative way, rather than usual dry report writing. Evaluations is a living process that winds its way through the project as it progresses, rather than an afterthought or something brought together at the very end, leaving space for the evaluation to be open, to be interpreted by the viewer, leaving space for curiosity and challenge without an answer. Rhannu, share within our participating communities and our creative communities. Workshop practice is an art form and so needs to be reviewed in the same way as any other art form is. Really good idea to share evaluation in whatever form with the community. When Gwerthuso is effective, it not only collates views from different media, but those views and questions from the starting point for a real discussion, i.e. with a lot of members of the community we worked with, and that discussion creates more questions and thoughts that someone wouldn't be able to think of if they were on their own. Writing a lengthy report, sharing within and also sharing outwards can inspire and become a stepping stone for the next creation big thing. Feel like I'd like to read them all. Is that okay? How do you feel, Ian? Is that all right? I mean, R&D gives opportunities for targets to change, which is great. Also to identify new targets and opportunity that we might not have known otherwise. We also discussed the methodology of the head, heart and hand to share information and how to reach others, a mix of personal stories with facts and what next approach. Okay. Camau o newyddiadau, to be grounded, dysgu, addasu, datblygu. Grounded, learn, adapt and develop. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing those and allowing me to also read them out. That helps me to process them too. I just wonder if I can open the floor. Does anyone have anything that they'd like to share verbally, or also you can ask in the chat feature as well, any questions? And of course, croeso I gofyn cwestiwn yn Gymraeg.
I just
wanted to, because we're supposed to reflect as well, to reflect on all the different ways of thinking about evaluation. The sharing you've just done just shows you the various ways. I know I'm guilty personally of thinking about evaluation as a definite thing in the past, something that had boundaries that were clearly defined and being less flexible. But with the comments that you've shared, it just shows clearly how open this idea of evaluation can be. And I know it scares people sometimes, and I felt this. I'm thinking, gosh, what is evaluation?
And
because it's so complex and open to different things. So thank you for sharing all of that.
Anyone else? Unrhyw arall yn isio deud rhywbeth?
Sorry.
Oh, go for it. Go, Stella.
Diolch. Yeah, no, I just thought it was really nice. I mean, having this kind of visual way of reporting, because coming from a more, you know, the usual way in which you kind of report things from projects, it's quite nice to see different methods and ways in which you can show something that's so emotive and so creative in such a meaningful way. So I think it's lovely to show the analogies and how that can be like a living product that you can show other people and they can really get meaning from that. So yeah, thank you very much for kind of sharing that. It's really interesting, and I think I'll definitely be using that in the future for my own kind of report writing. So thank you.
Diolch for sharing, Sima. I was going to share rhywbeth bach cyflym. So
just something quick. Something I didn't know at the beginning of the project, but I found out in the last year, is grounded theory. Do you know about that? If there's no hypothesis at the beginning, but by doing the work and seeing what comes out of it, you can then come to a conclusion. I thought that, to a certain extent, validated our way of working, in the sense that you've got an academic way of doing research and finding things out. Even though we didn't design it to be like that, it was quite similar, really. And it felt similar to what we were doing. And there'll be a link on grounded theory.
So ella nawn ni symud ymlaen i'r tamad nesaf.
Okay, we'll go on then to the next part. Unless, Joe, you've got your hand up.
Yeah, just a big thank you for that, this opportunity and this opportunity to continue to share. Yes, just it's really important. We'll all take that into all the projects we'll do from now on, and hopefully we will all have that similar thing. And I would just like to see more. You know, I've just met a few people just briefly there, and I'd like to see what they're up to, and the best way is like them share their stuff somewhere, somehow. So I look forward to all that.
Joe. Os na ddim mwy o cwestiynau neu sylwadau.
If there's no more comments or questions, we'll move on then to the next stage, which this is our last session online for now. So if you'd be willing, there's just a very short questionnaire. And if you could respond to question 4. So if there's anything specific that's come to light, or maybe there isn't.
So na I just dechrau'r poll syml yma, a sori pawb sydd wedi bod yn sesiwn o blaen, yr unig cwestiwn ar nhw. Mae'n rhaid 5 munud i chi wneud hynna.
5 minutes to do this.
So for those people that are watching on catch up, just to share, we're asking the question, how was today? What was the most useful thing? What didn't work so well? And what else would be useful for us to share about the project and how? So anyone on catch up, you're welcome to get in touch with either myself or Iwan, and to also feedback.
Yn dal I weld gwyneb a teipio, so nhw'n ni adlol I roi mwy o amser I chi. So bod hyn yn potentially game y dyfodol I gesio pwy sy'n actually teipio a pwy sy'n just gyda gwyneb teipio. Dwi'n gallu gweld o'n gallu bod yn hit ar-lein, actually. So, di pawb wedi gorffan cyfrannu be ydyn nhw eisiau. Then, gawn ni thumbs up os ydych chi wedi.
If you're finished, if you could show, please. So we can close the poll down. So that brings us to the end of the session with a little bit of time left over, which is great. So I've just given a few links to you in the chat to the Fuser page, which has got all the work of the 9 reviewers. There are some things also you need to really see properly, like Joe's book. There's also a link to Dyffryn Dyfodol videos we've created and also the previous online sessions. So keep in touch. If you want to follow Dyffryn Dyfodol Instagram, do so. We're trying to add on to it as we go along. And there will be a website with more information eventually. And before that, we'll put things up on Fuser as well. And any questions after this session or anything else, I'm just going to put my email in the chat and you're welcome to get in touch. And happy to have a chat. The good news is the 3-year project funded by the Arts Council is coming to an end, but it's not the end of Dyffryn Dyfodol. We've set up a not-for-profit company, Dyffryn Dyfodol, which has 2 projects that started already, so it's continuing. Although this is the last formal session, there will be more stuff we'll share with you. So watch this space. Look out for our next Instagram post telling you what we're doing next. So a huge thank you. And thank you to Joe and Gweni for all the work you're doing and for today. Katie, thank you for being my partner in crime. And thank you all for your enthusiasm and your interest in the project. So hopefully this is just goodbye for now. And we'll see you again.
Diolch yn fawr. Hwyl.
Wel.